And we are back with some more Road to Glory with Rimouski. And in this one, we're going to start out year number 3. I've already gone ahead through preseason. Unfortunately, our goalies did not do too well. And then as we take a look at their stats for the preseason, 849, 852, yikes. So I don't know if that's a system thing or a goalie coach thing, or we're just getting really bad luck with goaltenders. But both of these guys not looking too good, at least not in preseason. They did not. And currently on the roster, we do have Thomas Boudreau, Lagacé, and Leland Pierce. So we'll see what happens in the first couple of weeks or so in this simulation, and we'll see, we'll figure out if we want him to be here all year or not, or if he's going to be going down to Junior B. I sent Lucas Gauthier down to the Junior B League because he did not simulate great in the preseason, so I decided it'd be best if he got some seasoning down there. And I have also hired a new defensive coach in Mikko Kapanen. We were actually looking at this guy as one of our options for a head coach, but I hired him as a defensive coach for his defensive skill rating, which is at 17, and his offensive skill rating is actually at 16 as well, so he can help really develop our defensemen, including hopefully the likes of Lucas Gauthier in the future. And another thing that really needs to happen this year is growth from Pierce, Lagacé, and Boudreau. Really need those guys to grow because they're our only players, I believe, our only forwards at least, who are under 19. Everyone besides these three is at least 19 years old on our forward core. So we really, as far as juniors go, like as far as the QMJHL goes, we have a pretty old team. So I really need our younger guys in Pierce, Boudreau, and Lagacé to step it up and hopefully make a name for themselves and solidify themselves in the top 6. So that all being said, I think we're going to get on with the regular season. Our first game is on September 20th against Sherbrooke. Hopefully we're not as disastrous this year defensively as we were last year. So we did start off the season on a good note against Sherbrooke. We won in a 5-1 victory. 3 stars of the game, Cournoyer, Tremblay, and Lambert. Shots were 55-18. I don't remember the last time I saw that many shots on the board for us. Certainly a good sign, but, you know, that's only one game into the season, so we'll see how things go. Wow, a 6-1 win. 56 shots. That is the second consecutive game with 55-plus shots. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I certainly like what I see. Poulin, McDonald, and Gaudio are the 3 stars of the game. So, coach, whatever you're doing, whatever the lines are doing, make sure you keep doing it, because this is pretty good. All right, so we're on October 5th here, and unfortunately, Lagacé and Boudreau, they're not doing well at all. Boudreau, first of all, has only played 1 game, and his defensive grade, 39. Lagacé has played 2 games. He had a goal in there, but he also only has a 39 defensive grade. So I think I'm going to send both of them back to Junior B for the time being. The good news is, though, we're currently 6-1 in 7 games played. I believe we are at the top. Yeah, we're at the top of the East Division. And the top of our conference, actually. Yeah, we're second, right behind Cape Breton. I genuinely don't know what the tiebreaker is here. Is it goals for? No, that would be us, though. If it was goals for, maybe it's goals against. I don't know. But regardless, we are one of the best teams in the league at the moment. Obviously, that could change at any time. But as of right now, I'm impressed. All right, so we're on December 1st now. We are 26-2. So I have no reason to believe that this team shouldn't be able to compete in the playoffs. I mean, we're clearly in at this point. Yeah, with Chicoutimi and Halifax being so far behind, I don't think there's any risk in us falling back that far, unless we lose like every game from now on. But even so, that's a long shot. We're plus 46 on the season right now. We have scored 119 goals, only let up 73. Once again, I see no reason why this team shouldn't be able to get it done. I mean, as we take a look at goaltenders, they've been fine. Sheehan has a 903 save percentage. Tax has a 907. So nothing to complain about there. On defense, you have Shumalov with a 66 offensive grade, 65 defensive grade. You have other guys with a 70 defensive grade. LaChapelle was a 71. Then a look at the stats. You have LaChapelle with 22 points. Shumalov with 18 in 24 games. He was injured for a little bit there. Brunet with 14, 10 for Tessier. So just all-around contributions on the back end. And then at forward, Julian Bourget, our man, with 37 points in 28 games played and a 74 grade. He has been phenomenal. The new captain of the team, I don't believe I mentioned that before, but he is indeed our captain this year, and he is well-deserving so far because he is already more than halfway to his total of last season, and we're not even halfway through the season. I would be very surprised if he does not get drafted this upcoming year. There's also David Matis, I believe, who leads our team in goals with 18. 31 points, so he's on Bourget's wing, more than likely. And then you have Lefebvre with 24 points, 20 for McDonald and Gaudio, 19 for Poulin, 18 for Matthew, 15 for Archibald and Tremblay, 13 for Cournoyer, 8 for Grenier, 6 for Karen. Leland Pierce has only played in 8 games so far and 1 point, so it doesn't look like he's really turning out to be much. And now let's take a look at Lagasse and Boudreau, who are down there in the Quebec Junior B League. So Boudreau currently has 14 points in 12 games with the Quebec Junior B team. Looks like he's developing at a steady pace. I believe he's a 2-star. Yeah, he's a 2-star ability now. I'm going to leave him there because he's had some really good growth, and I want to see how far he can push that growth before I call him up. And as for Lagasse, he's a 2-star ability now as well, getting a solid amount of points, 15 points in 12 games played. So if we're here next year in Rimouski, hopefully we're not, but if we are, then hopefully Boudreau and Lagasse will be big parts of that roster. And Zach Ange as well. He's still 15, so he doesn't even turn 16 until December 24th. And currently he has 4 points in 8 games played with the Quebec Junior B team and a 63 grade. So it looks like, he's getting some playing time there. Obviously not playing every game, but you know what? He's only 15, so he's still got plenty of time. And oh my goodness, you know what I just realized? The disrespect. He is number 99. Let me tell you, Zach, I'm pretty sure you're aware you have a lot to live up to if you're going to be wearing that number. All right, so now we're going to get a look at the team stats, and presuming I like everything I see, I think we're just going to speed through to the end of this regular season because there's really no reason to change anything right now, the way it's been going, it looks like. So goals for per game, we're currently 3rd in the league with a 4.14, and goals against per game, we're currently 3rd in the league as well with a 2.54. So not only are we good offensively, we're good defensively as well. Face-offs, we are the best in the league with a 54.6. And for the power play, we're currently sitting in 5th in the league with a 21.7. And the penalty kill is currently sitting 5th in the league with an 83.2. Yeah, no reason to change anything. I think we're just going to go the whole season here, presuming nothing changes because, as we see, this is a pretty darn good team. Okay, so we're a day before the trade deadline now. We still don't even have 10 regulation losses yet. So I think it's safe to say we can move into the playoffs now. I really like the way this team has been simulating. I mean, we've not only been winning games, we've been dominating some of them. So yeah, I think we're good to go for the playoffs. No reason to make any changes. I don't know what the change was over the offseason that did it. Like, I don't know what made us this good of a team compared to last year. Where I guess it's just a combination of everything. The new defensive coach, players getting better, and just all-around contributions that have made this team into a very good team, at least for this year. So, yeah, let's just go right into the playoffs. And here we are at the end of the season, March 22nd, 2024. We've finished 49, 16, and 3. Safe to say this is the best roster we've put together to date in this Road to Glory series. Let's get a quick overview of the player stats, then we'll check out the team stats and the standings, and then we'll end things off. So in goal, you have Tax with a 907 save percentage and an 898 for Sheehan. On defense, you have 51 points for Shumalov, LaChapelle with 43, 36 for Tessier, 32 for Brunet, 26 for Coty, and 23 for, I'm not even going to try. And then at forward, Julian Bourget with 66 assists and 84 points. That is pretty incredible. I'm pretty sure he might lead the league in assists. I'm going to have to double check that, but he very well might. Jacob Matthew with 62 points in 62 games. Mathis Poulin with 57 points. Then you have David Matis with 55 points in 54 games, so another point per game player. 51 points for Tremblay, 49 for McDonald, 39 for Gaudio and Lefebvre, 36 for Cournoyer. Then you have 32 for Lambert and Archibald, 20 for Grenier, 14 for Karen, and 1 point for Leland Pierce in 26 games. Yikes. Now let's check out the team stats. Goals for per game, we are sitting 3rd in the league with a 4.15. Goals against per game, we're sitting 2nd in the league with a 2.47. Power play dropped off a little bit. It looks like we're currently at a 21%, 7th in the league. Penalty kill, though, got better. 85%, 85.2, I should say, at the top of the league, first in the entire QMJHL. Looking good going into the playoffs. And as we check out our league position, we were third in the entire league. And as we know, we were 49, 16, and 3, 101 points, 286 goals for, and 171 goals against, meaning a goal differential of 115. We need to win this year. There's no question about that. This is by far the best team that we have put together so far. And I'm going to be very disappointed if we don't get the QMJHL championship this year, because that's quite a feat. I believe that is second in the entire league for that differential. Yeah, the only team better is Cape Breton. So yeah, this is a must win. This year is a must win for Rimouski. So before we end things off, we're going to see who we have in the first round in these year 3 playoffs, and it will be the Charlottetown Islanders, who are 32, 32, and 4. Gonna be very disappointed if we lose this, because if we win the President's Cup, it's off to the next league. I mean, obviously I want to win the Memorial Cup, but I'm not gonna require it. So with that, we'll end things off here. Remember to hit like and subscribe, and in the next one, we will do the playoffs for year number 3. See you guys then.